Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is office hours for February 1st, 2024. Great to see everybody. Let me see who's here. Hey, Paula, Shoshana, E.G., Randall. Good to see you all. I'm Rachel, for anybody I haven't met. And I see Paula's got a hand up already. Fantastic. Why don't we go ahead and dive in with whoever's got questions? Why don't you guys just pop up a virtual hand if you have something you want to chat about, so then I know to make sure and make time for that. And we'll go ahead and dive right in. Paula, how are you?
No, I'm doing fine, thank you. I meant to get on last time you were here and totally worked right through it. But anyway, so I have a couple of students now that are actually going through the class. I'm so excited about that. When I go into the student thing and I take a look at activities, I see that they're getting the emails, but I don't see that it doesn't show specifically that they're seeing the celebrations. Is there any way that I can verify that they are, or do I just assume that they're working because they're turned on?
Assume they're working because it's turned on. Yeah, if the celebration's on and working, it's playing. It's not like the student sees it or doesn't see it. It's not like opening an email, if it's playing, it's there. So I would definitely be, I think you're probably already doing this, Paula, but I would definitely be, this is just for everybody, testing your course as a student before you launch it, and just run through it with a separate email, sign yourself up as a student, go through and see what the student's going to see. And it's always a good idea to do that and just make sure things are working the way that you're thinking. But yeah, other than that,
and I have one other question.
Yeah.
So, now that I have some students going through it and I have some people who are wanting to promote it, it has dawned on me, I have the most boring course title in the world, and I want to change the course title. Now, can I do that without disrupting the students that are already in it?
Yeah, there's two different things going on in step one of your course. If you go into your course and you open up step one, that's where the basics are. One of the things in there is the course title. You can go ahead and change the title with no problem. Another thing in there is the course URL. That's what you don't want to change. Or if you do, you'll just need to send out new magic links. But if you just change the title as opposed to the URL, that's totally fine. Does that make sense?
I think I'll do that. And then the students and affiliates that I have, I'll just notify them that I have changed the title, but nothing else has changed.
Yeah.
You're super. Thank you, Rachel.
You're so welcome. Good to see you, Paula. Congratulations on getting your students in. And I saw you were getting some applause from other people too. So yay. Yeah. Big celebration. E.G., hey.
Hi there. I have been having so much trouble getting onto these calls because there's always a conflict with something else. So I started to shove clients off to Friday instead of Thursday. I had hopefully a quick question. For the community, can they sign in with that program? And then if I run a different iteration, right? So going through Marisa's EPM, where every time you go from paper plane all the way to jet plane, if I change it, is there a way to just have the community on that specific group, or do I have to create a new program within Xperiencify to just limit who is in that community, if that makes sense?
I think it does. Yeah. The good thing about setting up a community space is you get to decide exactly who gets to have access to that space. So it could be everybody in course XYZ has access to this space, or it could be everybody who has the tag PDQ gets access to this space. and you can just go through and tag whichever students you want to have access, whether they're in a course, not in a course, doesn't matter. You can just base it on whoever has the tag has access and then give them the tag.
So
Does that
is
make sense?
Then, yeah, so let's say just if I do the paper plane version and then those people come in and go through like the beta launch, the first iteration, and then I update it and change it, and then the second cohort, if I tag them differently, that can create their own specific community.
Yeah, what you would do is just create a separate space for the second cohort, and you would make this new space available or accessible to anybody who has the tag of the new cohort.
Okay, so it's just a matter of making sure I'm tagging the people that come through the program properly. I don't actually have to recreate the course and create like a mirrored course. It's just in the tagging system.
Correct. You could do it that way if you wanted to. You could do it by course, but you can just do it by tag. You don't have to create a whole new course.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. All right. Shoshana, hey, how's it going?
Hi. So you're the person that has been on the other end of my 1,000 questions. Is that you, or is that a different Rachel?
No, that's me and Susan. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I got it. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I have a few questions. One is I can't see, like, I don't understand the page builders, because there's one that says like other course pages, and all bonuses, right? And then there's the one that says custom pages, and it has a demo sales page and a terms and conditions, and I made my own page there. But I don't understand the difference. Like, if I make a custom page, it's going to affect all my page. Like, I don't, because I'm still working on this tracker thing, because it's like super important to what I'm doing. And I have all these workarounds, but they're very clumsy and awkward. So I'm trying to make a tracker that people, and I don't mind making 12, one for each week, whatever's left, 8, one for each week. And but I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how to approach it.
I'm gonna need you to get a little more specific, and if you want, you can pull up if you want to pull up your screen and show me exactly where things are getting stuck, we can look at it. And it looks like we're doing good on questions. I see Randall's waiting, and just for anyone who's popped on, put up a hand virtually if you have stuff you want to chat about, because that'll let me just plan for time. But it looks like we're doing good. So let's delve in and look at what you're doing, Shoshana, or where things are getting stuck. What's happening?
Do you want me to share my screen, because you have to enable that?
Let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, you should be able to share now. Can you go and share it?
No. No, it says it's disabled.
Okay, looks allowed on my end. Do you want to tell me a little bit, like, where are you getting stuck? What are you trying to do right now that you can't do?
Okay. I want my students to be able to check off every week. I did, these 10 things, and they might change from week to week. I might add things, but.
Sorry, let me rephrase my question a little bit better to see if I can get it clearer. What are you trying to do, like, in the platform right now? Like, what's the next step you need to make happen?
I created a page.
Okay.
That students can check off. I did this, I did this, I did this, right? I don't know what to do with that page.
You mean like how the students get to it?
So I get that, like, I could put in the navigation, I can make a navigation on the main navigation bar. I can say, like, I can call it something and get to a page. But I need it to be like a folder, like a collection of pages. Not one page you go to, but a collection of pages, the same way it would be a module. Like, I could make a module with 12 pages inside.
There's no way to make a module of custom pages. Like, custom pages aren't organized like that. If you need a module with trainings inside, you would need to put the content in step 3 and do it in the module training framework. Custom pages aren't organized like modules and trainings. So if you want them to go to a specific custom page, you would put a link and take them to that specific custom page.
From the navigation bar.
Yeah.
So, but that's only one page.
Correct.
So there's no way to group a bunch of pages together. Unless
Under
it's a
one
module.
link? No.
Or under, there's no such, like, you know, the concept in computers of having a folder and then having files in the folder, or even subfolders.
Yeah, that exists if you put content into modules and trainings or into bonuses, but it's not organized that way with custom pages.
But I wouldn't mind doing it in a module or in a bonus, but those are very prescribed. In other words, it has to be, you know, it's like either a video or an audio, and you're uploading content, you're checking off, but there's no way to just have, it's like a prescribed format. I can't do the format that I want because it doesn't match the bonus. It's not the same as the bonus format or the same as the modules format. It's a very specific format, right?
We would need to dive deeper into what that means, like format. That's hard for me to know just off the top of my head. It's certainly possible. I mean, fact is, there are plenty of things you can come up with doing that aren't necessarily going to be possible directly in the platform. Did we lose you, Shoshana? There you are. So it sounds like
You need an action step.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Shoshana?
It's not me, it's somebody else.
Oh,
Keep coming
everybody
on.
else mute yourself, please. If you can give me more of like if you're able to give me quickly kind of what you want with this structure, we may be able to delve in a little bit now, but it sounds like you're
I'm
talking
happy to
more
share
about-
my screen, but it's not enabled. I could show you in a second, but the screen share is disabled, so I can't show you what I want.
Okay, you may want to consider getting with Marina on this for some one-on-one tutoring if you're really talking about going in depth about high-level structure of your course and you're not sure if it fits with what the platform's capable of. That may be a little more than we can go in depth on in an office hours. I can go through some questions and see if we can circle back. But the short answer from what I'm hearing is that you're looking for kind of a parent-child structure like modules trainings, bonus trainings, but you're looking to do that with custom pages, but that's not how it's set up. That just isn't something that exists.
Okay.
So you would need to, from what I'm hearing, you would need to either be able to put your content into the modules and trainings or put it into the bonuses and bonus trainings.
And can those be customized?
Meaning,
If I want one training to look different than all my other trainings, do I have that, or one bonus to look different than all my other bonuses?
the page, if everybody can go ahead and mute yourself, please, if you're not talking, that would be super helpful. The page that the training will display on is going to be one template. So no, it's not possible to customize every single template of each training page and make them all different. That doesn't work.
One can't be different. So you're saying it's not what I want to do is not possible, which is why all the people on the Facebook group saying, yeah, we're all looking for this, but nobody's found a solution, because you're saying a solution actually just doesn't exist yet.
That is totally possible. And we do
Okay.
have long lists of all the things in the world that we would love to add to the platform. And we roll features out faster than anybody out there that I know, but that doesn't mean everything.
Right, no, it's not a criticism. I'm just like
I know.
trying to wrap my head around why nobody's done this if it's doable. So I needed to, like, you know, try the door knob myself and make sure it actually doesn't open.
Totally. I hear you. I do.
Okay. Okay, I have other questions if there's time afterwards. I'm happy to ask them.
Okay,
Should I ask
cool.
them now or should I wait till after?
Let's go ahead and catch a few more people's questions, and time
Okay,
permits, we'll circle back around. All right. Thanks, Shoshana. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Hey, Randall, how's it going?
Hi, going really well.
Good.
I, I got the email from Murray about all the new updates, that's kind of really exciting. I got immediately excited about the upgrading students from free to paid, and then I read his article about why that's not a good way to do it, and I went, "Oh, you're right, absolutely right." So I no longer have questions about that. The one that I have questions about is templates now available. So I just clicked on that. I just downloaded a template and I don't know where to find it and how to apply it.
Should be in your account, as far as I know. I have not spent tons of time with these templates yet. They're pretty brand
Yeah.
new. But to my knowledge, it should be in your account.
Where in my account? Where do I look?
Just showing up as a regular course. Like if you entered your email and said, I want this template,
Yeah.
to my understanding, it should show up in your account as a course that looks like that template.
Not seeing it there. Okay. Unless I have to add a new course and
I don't believe you should have to add a new course.
No.
No.
no. Okay. Okay, maybe I need to do some more exploring on that because I don't.
Did you did enter your email and add the template and it's not showing up? Oops, looks like you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Randall.
Yeah, I must have clicked on something. Yeah. Okay, it says now been copied into my account.
Okay.
And
Good.
then I don't know if I need to refresh my
Definitely
account or
refresh.
I'll actually quit Xperiencify entirely and then just start it up again. Make sure it's totally fresh. There we go. Log in. Okay, going into my administrator account. And nope, just the
Not
courses that
seeing it.
I've created.
Okay, we may need to take a look at this for you at the support desk if you
Sure.
would mind just dropping a quick note and saying
Yeah.
I copied this template, but it's not appearing.
Because I'm pretty excited about it.
Brand new, so
Those templates look great. Gamified lead magnet, 10-day challenge, exactly some stuff that would speed up my process a lot for
for
some of
sure,
the
yeah.
side projects I want to do. Excellent. I think that's the only thing coming up right now because I've also been talking to Marina and she's been very helpful on things too.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
excellent. And I don't want to take up a whole lot. I've got lots of people asking questions there today. So cool. Thank you for your time.
Cool, thanks, Randall. Yeah, drop a note over the desk and we'll figure out what's going on there. And
Okay.
let's see what else we have question-wise, and if we have time, we'll circle back. Kyle, hey.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, how's it going?
Okay, it's going great. It's going great.
Good.
We may use this system a little bit different than some other people do.
Mhm.
But my quick question is, we've got all our trainings and modules, and then I've got some webinars built in my replays. I want to know if and how, if someone clicks and excuse me, plays the webinar, how I can search for that as far as who's done it, like put a tag on it once they've completed it. I can see that in my trainings. I know how to do that, but I have not been able to figure out how to do it in the replays on that webinar.
You can put an action of watch the replay. Ask them to check it off.
Right, I've done that, but I can't. Go ahead.
Where that's not showing in their activity feed,
yeah,
their
when
activity log?
When I go to my students, it's not showing that in there at all that someone's. I can't, let me rephrase this. I can't search for it specifically. Does that make sense? I can't filter on that specifically. If I clicked on somebody, yes, it would show me they watched it, but I want to see everybody that's watched it specifically.
Don't believe that's possible at the moment. I know we've got a lot in the works as far as sorting and tracking and analytics type of
Right,
stuff
right.
that could, we know we want to get that a lot better. I mean, there's
No,
so
I get it. You've got a
we
lot
wanna
of stuff on
track.
the,
I
on
don't
think
think
that was
there's any
area.
way if it's, yeah, to search for who has watched a replay, to my knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I mean, I found it on my trainings and modules. I've got that stuff figured out, but not on the replay. So, okay, that's all I was wanting to know.
Yeah, trying to think if there's any way to make that happen. I mean, they check it off,
Hmm.
you know, it's all about actions right now and having them complete actions so they could
Right.
say they've done it, they can post somewhere that they've done it, but other than them reporting it to you
Right.
somehow, yeah.
There's no way to do that. Okay, that's all I needed on that one. Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah, that'll be getting better for sure. I mean, I
Okay.
don't know the specifics, but I know
Right. No, I get
there's
it.
so much to track. I hear
I
you.
understand that completely. So it's all good. Thank you.
Cool, thanks, Kyle. All right, who's next? Maisie.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Okay, so I just want to make sure, I might even be in the wrong place here, but is this support group for Xperiencify is for people that are actually using the Xperiencify platform and you're answering those kinds of questions? Is that what it is?
It's really any kinds of questions about XP that we can
Okay.
help you with.
All right.
It's whatever you
Yeah, so
need.
this is really basic 101, okay?
Great.
I tried yesterday to download the Xperiencify app on my iPhone, okay? And just so I could look at it there, because I haven't really done it on the computer, but I wanted to do it on my iPhone. And what happened is I downloaded it, I saw the icon, and then because I wanted to download, I had to change my Apple ID password because I couldn't remember it. So I did that. And then what happened is I saw the Xperiencify icon, I clicked on it, but what it took me to, believe it or not, was the Apple sales page. So I contacted, support, and they got back to me and said maybe I should talk to Apple. So then what I did was I deleted the app completely and then reinstalled it, and I saw it, but that as soon as I go off of it, I lose it. So I just want to ask, has anyone had problems putting the Xperiencify app on the iPhone? Is it better not to do that and to just use Xperiencify on the computer? Or should I drive over to the Apple store to try to have them help me do this? And it's something simple and I just don't know what I'm doing.
Well, this would be an Apple thing more than an XP thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to you how much it's totally up to you.
The question is, do people have the Xperiencify app on their iPhone and are they able to use
for
it?
sure.
That's the question. Okay, that's what I want to know before I go to Apple, because Apple will say, oh, okay, Randall. Okay. I wanted to make sure, because when you go to Apple, they'll say, oh, it's an Xperiencify problem. So I didn't want to do the drive over there. And yeah, thank you, Randall. Okay, good. So that's my question. I know it can be done, and maybe I'll, either I'll go to Apple and see if they can help me, because I can't get it to work. Okay.
Cool.
So thank you very much. Yeah. And so this email up here where the support's tomorrow, and I was like, oh, how lucky is that? I'll just go there and have them help me. But
Awesome.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Maisie. All right, Peter, hey.
I think Bob is next.
Either way, you're showing up next in the line as it comes through.
Okay, I'll run with it. Thank you so much.
We'll get to you all. So yeah.
Am I allowed to ask questions connected to ENC?
Sorry, say it again.
Am I allowed to ask question in this meeting that relates to ENC?
Depends exactly what you mean. If you are creating an expiring mini course, I can certainly answer questions about that. If you're talking about the tool that Murray has created, Murray made an EMC generator tool. And if you have specific questions about that, you'll need to email Murray directly.
I think you just answered my question, because
Okay.
just
Was it the latter? Is it about the tool that you're asking?
Yes, I did an upload into my Xperiencify account. It's not
Okay.
active, but I paid the guys $9.99 per month. So it's functional, but I uploaded a complete product, right? Everything was right. Everything was checked out. I got verification, the videos were fine. But I went to my account, it's not there.
Okay, email Murray about that one. He'll get that sorted out for you.
So what's the email address I should use?
It's Murray, Murray,
Yeah,
at Xperiencify.com.
yeah.
That'll go straight to him.
Thank you so much.
He's very responsive, very, very on it, and he'll get you taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
Cool, of course. Thanks, Peter. All right. Hey, Bob. How's it going?
It's going good. I just
Awesome.
got a quick
Yeah.
quick
Mhm.
question about the countdown timers.
Mhm.
I've just published a course, and I thought that it would start counting down when they logged on, and I found out that already I enrolled them all about 10 days prior, and it looks like it actually starts counting down when I enrolled them.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of a timer you have set up. You can do it like rolling down to a specific date, or you can do it from when they join. But it'll be from when they join, not from when they first log on. Sounds like
Okay,
that was.
so there's no way I can put a tag or anything on that? So that it's actually when they log in is when the timing, starts to count down?
Don't think you can make it start. Well, let me think about that. There's a lot of stuff possible with tags and automations now. So let's see, could you put a tag? I'm thinking through this, so I may be wrong, but I don't think so. I'm trying to think if it's possible. What's the outcome you want? Tell me more, like what do you want to happen here?
I work with corporate manufacturing companies, and then they'll send me a bunch of emails and stuff, and then I'll go ahead and enter all that, and then get the students logged in and stuff, and so they're enrolled. And then I found out later on, at that point is when the countdown timer starts, is when I enroll.
Mm-hmm.
And so actually, I would like for it to start when they actually start the course. So I didn't know if I'm manually going to have to go in there and then re-update the timer to like this one course is a 90-day course. So,
Yeah. Tell me if this would work. Instead of you enrolling them, can you have them just fill out an order form? And if there's a price, they'd have a coupon code so that it's free, so that when they're ready to start the course, they actually just enter their name and email and boom, they begin.
I could probably do that on the next group,
Okay.
and that might be the best way of doing it. They'll go ahead and send me a month ahead of time, like in March, I've got about 12 more students that are going to be coming in, but I'm going to wait, or otherwise I'll go ahead and I'll try that with an email and let them go ahead and then log in at that time and then enroll. And that'll solve that. Now, I'm not going to mess anything up if I go back in there and reset that timer on all their account.
Well, if you reset it, it'll just reset it. I mean, it's gonna affect what the students see in the course now if you reset the timer for them, but if it's already kind of off what you want anyway,
Yeah, they were all tore up. They said, "Oh man, we've already lost 12 days."
Yeah. And they're all on different schedules. It's not for a certain.
Yeah, it's
okay.
So well, I've got another plant that's going to be adding some people in. So it's at whatever time that they start began as a student. So it's
Okay.
it's a reciprocal course.
So for the ones who are going through it right now, I know this is a little bit of a pain to have to do for each one, but you can adjust each person's start date to whenever they started individually.
Okay.
You can go into their student profile and you can click change start date, and you can move the start date to whatever you want it to be in the past. And that will automatically adjust the countdown timer for that student.
Okay, all right. Yeah, luckily I don't have but 11 right now, so that's not gonna be that big of a deal.
Cool.
But when they if they start there's 17 plants, so if I get all their maintenance people, that I thought I better nip this in the bud in a hurry. That could be quite a bit of manual activity. So
Awesome.
all right,
Cool.
thank you.
Does that
Appreciate
help? Yeah. Congratulations on getting your students in and
it.
going.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
you.
All right, cool. Maisie, was your hand just still up from before, or did you have more? I think that's just from before. Who are we coming back to? I know a couple people.
Yeah,
had
from
more
before, from before. I'm sorry, I
From
didn't take
before.
it down.
No worries. Thanks, Maisie. All right, Shoshana, yeah. And go ahead. And Lorraine has questions. Okay, cool. Anyone else who's come in recently, pop up a virtual hand if you have questions. And Shoshana, let's I don't know, did you have different questions? You want to dive in more? What?
I have different questions, but I just thought of a workaround for this.
Okay,
If I could have one custom page, then could I put on the navigation bar this one custom page and then change that page every week?
sure.
Okay, so
Cool. Nice.
cool. Okay. Got to find a workaround,
I love it.
Okay, so a couple of quick questions. If I change, I just lost you. If I change the time zone, because everything's in Pacific time zone, because it was a done for you course, and I am 10 hours off that. It's very confusing for me. If I change it though, is that going to like mess up all the timings and trainings and everything? Should I just leave it for this course and like worry about it next time? Like, let
You have
me
students
rephrase
going
that.
through right now?
Let me rephrase that. Everything that's set is set to Pacific time right now. But let's say if I put out an email and I, in an experience, I send out an email experience that I want people to have. Should I just leave it at Pacific time, or like if I change it to my time, am I just changing it locally, or am I changing it throughout the program?
You're changing it throughout the program.
Okay, so that means don't touch it. Got it. Okay. That's clear. And the next question is, I had this one student, she was having trouble with her link. Is there a way to, and she tried, cleared her cache and it was on 2 different computers that she was having a problem. So is there a way to regenerate a new link for a student without erasing everything?
No, but that wouldn't solve the problem. There's not a way to generate a new link without deleting them and re-adding them to the course. No.
Okay, so why would a student it takes her like 3 or 4 tries to get in. Eventually it goes in. She's like, yeah, don't worry about it. But why should that be happening?
Did you try logging in as her? Do you know how to find a student's magic link?
Yes.
Did it work? Did you try it from your end and see if it worked for you?
Not after that. No, I don't think I did.
So I would try that first, because that'll tell you immediately, like either, yeah, EG has a good suggestion. Incognito is always good to try. Different browser, updating the browser, clearing the cache. But the first thing I would just do is grab it and try it. And if it works for you, then that tells you there's not actually something wrong with the link. There's various things going on at the local level.
Okay, I mean, she's doing it on 2 different devices, so it's a little weird.
There can still be, I would, yeah, like EG suggested, have her try incognito window. That's a quick way to clear any browser stuff,
Okay.
cookies, firewalls, anything weird going on. If she can, see if she can do it in an incognito private window and see if you can do it. And that'll immediately tell you like either the link's working or not. And it's very, very, very rare, if ever, that the link is actually not working. But if the link's not working, it won't work for you. If it works for you, that tells you there's something glitching at the browser level.
Okay, it works. She has to like go in 3 or 4 times and then it starts working for her.
So that's a browser thing. Yeah. Did she try
Okay.
clearing cache and cookies?
She said, I sent her those instructions and she said she's managing. I don't know what that means.
Okay, we'll find out. Have her try the incognito window and see what happens, because
Okay.
that's an immediate, that's gonna clear 99% of stuff right there, so. If
Okay.
it doesn't work in an incognito window, then there's something another layer deep, like something weird going on with a firewall, but this is like very, very rare. If it doesn't work for her in incognito, just message the support desk and we'll get it sorted out.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, most of the time, incognito will solve it. All right, Lorraine,
Hi, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Um,
How are you?
This is gonna be a little bit more of a heads up question
Okay,
because I'm just gonna let you know what's going on. I just finished the course, EPM,
okay,
and my course starts February 10th, next Saturday. The site is not yet ready. It's being done with Done For You. All my stuff is there. I'm waiting for them to complete that. I have 7 students enrolled. They have enrolled through my website and paid me there. And then I'm going to add them to the course
Mhm.
once the site is up. I'm prepared that I might have to start the course without the site. Because if it's not ready, I don't want to tell the students we're pushing everything back a week. It's a 4-week course. We meet twice a week, and I don't want them to have to reschedule to push everything back. So my question is, if I have to start this course without them, I can do it on Zoom because it's going to be on Zoom Live. Is this going to create problems for me? Can you
what
give
do you
me any?
Problems meaning what?
Well, in other words, like all the stuff I have built into the course, they're not going to be able, if I'm not on Xperiencify when the course starts,
Mm-hmm.
they can just go in afterwards. Like, let's say it doesn't, I can't get them in there till the 2nd week.
Okay.
Then they just go back and just check off things and,
Mhm.
but they won't see my welcome video or they won't see certain things that begin at the beginning of the course until the 2nd week. I'm not prepared for whatever happens. I keep thinking, remember, this is still your MVP. It's not, it is what it is, but they're paying money. So I want them to get the full experience. My question is, any heads up, anything you can say to me that will say, this is the best way to do it. Just sign them up when the course opens. Don't worry where you are in the program and just keep moving forward.
It's tough for me to know, like, without more specifics. It doesn't sound like you have anything huge to worry about here. I mean, it sounds like you get it. I mean, the best thing, honestly, the ideal thing is giving yourself plenty of time so that it's not rushed. But if that hasn't happened, it sounds like you've got.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm on
Attitude
the end of waiting for Done For You to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like all my stuff is there and I'm praying that because I can't even send out the emails through Done For You.
So you
I
want
mean,
to talk to Marina about timelines. 2 weeks is a general time to expect. Once you've given us
Okay.
everything, 2 weeks is a
yeah,
general
and
time.
I'd started maybe 3 weeks before, but I didn't have all, then they get back to you, you don't have this ready, and I didn't have
2
things
weeks after we
ready.
have everything.
Yeah, so 2 weeks would be, I think, this past Tuesday, 2 days ago.
Okay,
So I
wanna
don't think
talk
I'm
to
gonna
Marina
make my
about-
timeline.
Yeah.
But I'll reach out to her and I'll say, is there any way we can get it even a day early so I can just get them? I'd love them to get some of the emails that you're gonna generate. In other words, the emails that come right from Xperiencify
Mhm.
that are already gonna be plugged in, but I'll deal with it. I just figured if there was a heads up that you could say to me, oh, try this or whatever, just to make sure that the students don't feel the glitch.
I think you're already on top of it with just getting it and talking to them and Zooming with them. I mean, honestly, students, they take their cues from us. So if you're not stressing about it, you know, they'll be good.
Can I speak to that as well?
Sure, go for it, Randall. Yeah.
Randall here. So I've got people already in my courses, but I don't have the whole course up yet, right? So I don't have some of the lessons up. I do have the welcome video. I have the first couple of courses. As long as I keep ahead of them, and I've even gotten to the point where I'm saying, hey, these are recorded lessons. If you get to lesson 5 and it's not there yet, call me and I'll do it live with you. But
Well,
up
that's
till then, you've got the recorded lessons. So just
nice.
keep ahead of them.
Yeah.
You can already sign them up if you've got the front end ready. If you get the first lesson ready, the welcome video ready, a few things like that. And then you can just say, hey, you don't even have to tell them if they're not getting ahead of you. Just keep up. So,
And I appreciate that. That's really great, except I don't even have that front end ready.
oh, you don't even have
She's
that.
talking about a
No,
little
I-
different thing with the done for you. So
Mm.
our team's building. her
Yeah,
curriculum
and I'm not too worried.
So-
The good thing is they've never taken an Xperiencify course, at least with me, so they don't know how excited it is when they sign up and they get the welcome hellos, and they don't know about any of that because they've never been through this. So that's good. They're not saying to me, how come like nobody welcomed me and there's no welcome video or whatever. So that's good. And
Here's
I'll
my
just
celebrations.
and
They're
I
gonna- they're
exactly,
gonna
you
like
told
it.
me there was gonna be gamification and there's not, you know, and I'll say then it's gonna come, a lot of rewards are gonna come on the second week.
So
And
so
again,
when you're doing it live, you're just going to have to go bing and,
There you
and
go.
and do your own celebrations. Throw
There
some
you go.
you
confetti.
know what,
You're
that's a
right.
great idea. I'll have to get a couple of sound effect things ready in the studio. So
away you
when we
go.
complete something, I'll go cha-ching, you go,
Yep.
that's what you're gonna hear when it comes up.
Zoom
So
has
I'll
all
get
these
them, and I
crazy
know
things
all
now.
the students,
Yeah.
not like the students are strangers, so they'll deal with it. I just didn't know if I needed to know anything, but once I plug them in and get them all signed up into a space, it'll be done. Thank you so much, and again,
Go
nice
have
meeting you.
fun.
And
Yeah.
Randall, thank you for your input also.
Have you seen Zoom's crazy things? You know, where have you guys seen this? Like if you do thumbs up and you have a certain setting on, it'll like, there you go, Randall's doing it. It'll make fireworks go off. So there you go. You can come up with.
I'm gonna find that.
Yeah. There,
Yeah,
see?
no.
Yeah.
Thank
Crazy
you.
stuff. It'll be fun. They'll love
Those
it.
are actually those are actually settings from my iPhone when I use it as my webcam.
And I can do those type of things through Zoom. I have to look up,
I think they're available there, but these ones are specifically when I use my
Oh, that's through your
yeah,
iPhone.
when I use my iPhone as a camera, it's got a whole bunch of
oh,
reactions.
okay.
So like a single thumbs up gives me this, you know. a few
Oh my
other-
God, I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't have an iPhone, so there might be other ways. Or
There
Murray
are,
will throw
there are
that in.
there are other ways, yeah.
Thank you again. I really appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, Lorraine. Let us know how it goes. It's gonna be good. All right, Peter, yeah.
Yes, just want to endorse what Randall said. And based on the course I've done with you guys, the key is to get the first module out, first lesson. And then you stay ahead of the game. If you're gonna wait until everything comes out, it could be problematic for you if you stumble along the way, but just get the first module out. Is absolutely right.
Yeah, it's absolutely a great way to do it. And you can do
Yeah.
it well in XP to set up a welcome page, set up goals, set up some initial pre-actions, and then maybe have the first training ready to go. And
Yep.
then you can absolutely build the rest as you go along, for sure.
That's
Great.
it.
Okay, cool. What else? Looks like we're doing good with getting to stuff. Did we have other questions? Remind me if other people had stuff to circle back to. Bob's got to run. See ya, Bob. Thank you for being here. Let's see what else is happening. Other stuff, Shoshana, do we want to go in any deeper with stuff right now? Are you feeling like you've got a handle for the moment on setting it up with changing the page weekly? Does that feel in like your path forward or? Oh, Kyle,
It's my path.
go ahead.
It's my path forward, but I'm very like, because I'm so new to this, it's like very slow going. Like everything takes me like, wait, how do I do it? And how do I do it? So, you know,
Yeah.
it's hard, but if I understand correctly, I just have to go, like I just put it on the navigation bar, which shows up on every page, or the navigation is a global page, right? It's a global.
It's not. You will need to, once you change a tab on the navigation bar, you're gonna save that new block to your library of the menu you just made. And then you're just gonna go in and quickly add it to each page. So it's an extra step, but
Every single page.
yeah, it should take like a couple of minutes tops. You'll just save it and then you'll just drag it onto each page.
Okay, I guess I have to play with it. Yeah.
Okay, something else about that? I see Kyle has another question.
No, thank you.
Okay. Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, hello. On the experience engine, I've saved some from one course to another course, right? And I'm going to have probably 6 or 7 courses. When I do that and I create that new experience engine, do I just change the name of what that's going to be for the new course? So it's named whatever in previous course. So I'm just going to change it to that, and that way it'll continue to flow the same way. Does that make sense?
I think so. If I'm understanding you right, you're saving an experience to the library and then you're just dragging it into a new course. And you're talking about just changing the name of the experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's this is a unrelated but just a good thing for everybody to know. It's good to think about how you're naming your experiences and just name them in a way that makes sense to you, because when you're looking through later and going, hey, did this fire for this student? Did this student get this email? It's going to be really helpful if it's labeled in a way that says like the email about Thursday's class or the email about February 1st class, rather than just a generic date of a title. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's
And
not
I
your
didn't
question, I'm
create,
just throwing that in as
no, I get exactly what
something
you're
to know.
saying. I didn't create the original one specifically. So me and my boss will get a good talk about what he did on some of those before I move them over. So, but I get exactly what you're saying, and that'll help me in the future on these as well.
Yeah.
Ours are pretty standard, so it's not going to be hard. So
It can get to be a lot when you're tracking through, when you're trying to figure out, like, did this go, did this happen? The more clearly you have it labeled, the better. And by the way, we're adding in a new feature that I'm really happy about that's going to make it a whole lot easier to track exactly what happened for your students. Basically, everything's going to show up in their activity log. So you'll be able to see, did this fire, did it not? What happened? We're adding in more information about that. Again,
and we'll be able to download that as well, correct? Just like when we pull a batch CSV on that, it'll show us, it'll have a column for that type of stuff. Like you already have it now on almost everything in there. It's pretty broken down. I'm just curious because that's a
good question. I'm not sure about that, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But that would be good to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of information. There's like more
Yes, there is.
information going on in this platform than you ever knew existed. So yeah, it's
absolutely.
a lot to track. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. What else? Yeah, Peter.
Xperiencify. There's nothing like this on the planet. It's just a cut above. It's like a well-tuned Swiss watch.
Oh,
a lot of components, a lot of parts.
for sure.
So now that I'm inching towards to start using it, I'm a bit intimidated. There's so many things it's capable of. Forget the learning process of figuring out what to do. I'm not even there yet. I would fortunate if I'd be in a position to get an understanding of what it does under maybe some subheadings. So at least I'm not gonna feel that overwhelmed, because at least I know it does this, and it's related to particular this caption or subcaption. Now, do you have a mind map or anything that can help me in that respect?
Yeah, absolutely. And can I give you kind of a big overview, broad level overview right now? Because you're not the only one asking this. A great place to start is when you open up a new course, you're going to see steps 1 through 6. You know what I'm talking about? If you open up a course, you'll see
I've
steps.
done that. I've done that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
great.
easy.
Perfect. That's your basics. That's your basics to get going. You've got your name, you've got your price and any discounts. You've got to add in your content, obviously. You want to set up your pages a bit, even if it's just making them the colors of your brand or making sure the pages of your course look how you want them to look. Step 5, you're going to add in your celebrations and your experiences. And then step 6 is where you get the links to promote your course. That's your quick basics. Beyond that, yep, there's a bazillion things to add and play with. But if you just do that, you've got a course that is way above what your students are used to having already, because they're getting feedback, they're getting, go ahead, question? Are you going to say something?
No, I'm in total agreement. That's why I liken this to Swiss watch. I hear you. We're on the same page with respect to everything you said. Cool. That's like the appetizer. When it comes to the smorgasbord, it's like, where do I go from here? So I'm here thinking, is it possible, as I said, a mind map? I'm pretty sure you're familiar with mind maps. So if I want to do this, and instead of sitting here through an exercise or sending emails, at a glance, I could say, fine, this is a subheading. Yes, this is exactly what I want to do. And I can use that now to navigate this humongous, Swiss watch.
Best thing to do is ask us, what do you want to do? Best thing to do is ask us or ask in the Facebook group for what you want to do.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular, or?
No, as I'm saying, I'm just inching towards using it, but I've seen over the months just how good this thing is. It's just unbelievable what you guys have done. Honestly, it's like, can it do that? Yeah. Can it slice and dice? Can it go to the moon with Elon Musk? Yeah. But it's just now to figure it out. And having listened to the challenges, people are having, it's like, if these guys are having these challenges, poor me Israelites. What can I use as my reference or my index? An index.
Well, we've got the help center. You familiar with our help center?
Okay. Got you. For Marissa's course, yes. I think that probably is it. And I will probably set up my own mind map if I see fit. Bingo. Yes. That's it.
So if you go to the help center and just search whatever topic you're looking for, you should find help on what you're trying to do. And then ask us from there, because we know there's a ton of stuff and it's a lot. So let us know. I need help with this. Point me towards how to do that. We'll point you in that direction.
You have just given me the solution to my challenge. Thank you so much.
Oh, awesome. You're welcome. Randall, hey.
Hey, so I just got a message from a student wanting to sign up, and I want to make sure my discount codes are working properly.
Okay.
And I open the order form and I put in the discount coupon code, and there's no place to hit apply or anything. And when I type it in, I just get a little red exclamation mark next to the coupon code.
You mean are you entering as a student now? Are you trying to?
Yeah, just at the order form. I'm just at the order form.
Sounds like it's not right. Did you save the coupon code after you entered?
I did, and I'm trying all of them. And I know I've used them before because I actually had some people do a trial run, and they got 100% off, and that worked.
Cool.
So I'm Okay, that trial worked. Okay. Huh. Is it just taking a little while to?
If you just entered it, it might take a minute to just refresh
Well,
it. It shouldn't really
I've
take
got
time.
I've got 4 different codes, 3 of which are
Okay.
old, and so far only one's working. And I'm wondering why. Okay, so I'm just going through and trying them all again. Don't try and get the one that worked again. Oh, I just had to hit tab and it worked. Okay, maybe hitting tab? No, doesn't work.
Okay, so make sure I would go ahead and save, log out, log back in.
Yep.
If it's not working, drop a note to the desk and we'll quickly get you
Oh,
helped
okay,
out.
hang on.
But
It was on
usually with things
a,
like this, it's about a refresh or a save or
yes, and it
log
might have
out
been something
in.
about coupon expires. That might have been in there. Let's try that again.
Mhm.
And let's see if it didn't do it right. Nope, didn't do it right away. Oh, yes, it did. Okay, that was quick. I just had to change the, sorry, my mistake. I
It
didn't
was
look
the
at the expiry
expired
date.
date. Okay,
Yeah, it said specific date, and I think that's because I used an old code and just updated it, and I forgot to check that part. My apologies. Easy enough.
Good to know. Good to know. That's a good
Information for the
one.
next person who runs into that problem.
Exactly. It's a good one to
So-
check. Yeah.
So I'm ready to sign them up. Excellent. Thank you.
Nice work. Congratulations.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Peter, yeah.
Final question, when will be your next open office?
2 weeks. If you grab let me grab you the help doc on that, which has a calendar. You can add yourself to the calendar if you want to get notifications or all the dates are in here. I'm going to pop this in the chat. Oops, these. Okay. So here's a link, or just go to the help center and search office hours, but we'll meet back here in 2 weeks. On the, 14th, 15th, something like that, 15th.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you, everybody. How are we feeling? Good? Got some stuff? Feeling more resourced, smarter, something? Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I find it more and more that, yeah, I agree. This is an amazing platform. It's advancing quickly and the help is beyond any other company I've worked with. So yeah, thank you
I'm
so
so
much.
glad to hear that. Thank you. Thank you for
I
being.
totally agree with you, Randall. It's amazing.
That's awesome to hear. And thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you because we tend to attract the most amazing coaches and course creators. And you guys make it really, really cool to create stuff. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, I will see you soon. Take care. Have fun building stuff and we'll talk soon.